Alright, what is up? This is SLOplays, and I'm here today for a complete breakdown of the full Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 gameplay demo. Now, as you saw there, this is our character selection for our avatars. Currently in this demo, they only have shown 2 races. We have the human race, which was the girl that we see here, aka Jane 1000, as well as the guy, which is confirmed to be the Saiyan race. Now, keep in mind, these are just the characters that are Toriyama's designs, okay? These are all pre-made. We're going to be able to create and customize our own characters on launch, obviously, whenever the game releases. So anybody that's worried about, oh, well, these are pre-made characters, these are preset characters, that's not what is being forced upon you. You don't have to use these specific designs, right? These are just Toriyama's designs. But I really do like the drip that you, I guess, get in the beginning. I'm assuming this is all kind of near the start of the game. You know, you just kind of get the introduction to everything. You save, you exit out, you come back in, and this is your pad. This is where you live. It's kind of like an apartment. Could be considered like maybe even a dorm. It's a mess. So the great thing about this is it is confirmed that you can customize it to your liking. I don't know how deep it will get. I'm not sure what the options will be, but it's great to know that, you know, there's a lot more flexibility and customization in this game and a lot more variety for, you know, your preferences and liking, which is going to be awesome. So we're just kind of getting a good overview, and wow, I can't believe we live here. It's a mess. So yeah, I'm glad we're able to customize it because we got to get rid of all this clutter and junk. So you can't leave the area through this little elevator, as you can see, where you're swapping over. You can just jump out and jump all the way down to the lobby, which is pretty cool. So as you can see right here, this lobby is kind of, you know, empty. There's not really a whole lot going on here. We have a couple of characters look like that was potentially a human kind of against the wall, and then we have a Namekian who's chilling on the couch. So Saiyan Saga, or I guess Saiyan Arc Vegeta, is chilling in the lobby over here. Not exactly sure why. My assumption is that he is going to be like a mentor, and that's how you can, you know, get their movesets and abilities. So he says, whatever, helping you is less work than carrying back your body. Oh my god. Classic Vegeta, right? I think it was confirmed that Trunks is also in this lobby as well. I heard people say that there was also Goku from what they saw at, you know, the actual, like, private event, but I cannot confirm that because I'm not sure. So this is normally how you would leave the area. That's how to get out to, you know, the West City and everything. But we're skipping over to some gameplay here of a few new races. Okay, as you saw right there, we jump out of a portal that's exactly like what Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 has. So we are confirmed the Majin race as well as the Frieza race, and you can see Brett there, who is also a placeholder for a human. So we got Trunks here. I guess it depends on what character that you have for the soul change. And I already know a lot of people are not a big fan of the HUD. I know there's just a crazy amount going on here. And I'm personally not, you know, I don't hate it, but I'm not huge into it. It's just, I don't know, it's too much. And I feel like we'll be able to customize this at launch. No confirmation, but it would make sense to, you know, remove stuff like the basic attack buttons on the right. Like, I don't need to have a reminder of how to do a light, heavy, boost, supers, and ultimates. Like, you have everything there. It's going to be muscle memory as you play the game. But something very important is there are no key or stamina bars, I mean, in the normal area. There's actually no key at all. You can see that curved bar right there that has a number 4 next to it. That's, I guess, in a sense, your stamina / key in a way. The actual moves are cooldown based, okay? Kind of like in Dragon Ball The Breakers, for example, how there's a cooldown for stuff. That's to prevent spamming, right? So I can understand the change. I know it's going to be, you know, some getting used to whenever this launches. And, you know, the buttons and controls might have to be adjusted. But that's the big difference. That's the major difference in the gameplay, is the fact that your bar in terms of stamina that you can see right there at level 4 is that curved bar right there. But here's a charged up Super Kamehameha. I love that you can aim it. That is one of the coolest things, and you can, you know, eliminate a ton of enemies at the very, you know, same time, like simultaneously. So that's a cool little, you know, thing that I guess they added, because in the original games you weren't able to just like aim the Kamehameha. It would just lock on and you would shoot it, right? So this is very Kakarot-esque, right? As you can see right there, we have the Soul Assist with Vegeta, which I assume is part of like the mentorship thing. But the main thing there is that that's part of one of the L2 buttons. I think it was L2 probably square, and then you have L2 triangle, which is your ultimate, which you only have one ultimate, and then L2 circle is the actual soul exchange or soul change with Trunks that you can see right there. And then, of course, all your other moves are pretty much the same. It looks like this demo had Kamehameha, Super God Fist, I believe Kaioken Assault, and then Energy Charge. Now, Energy Charge actually charges up that stamina meter that you can see right there. I guess you could also consider that to be key as well, because, you know, when you're doing a boost chase, you also drain that meter, right? That same meter. And, you know, the other characters have that as well. The damage that's being done to them will also, you know, kind of drain that. So, as you can see right here, we're going to switch over to the Broly fight. So, another thing I got to bring up is the map is huge, right? The maps in Xenoverse 2 were not this big. I don't know how large it'll get, but we got the Broly raid kind of boss here, or you could call this a parallel quest. Starting off with a gigantic kind of AoE blast. You got to hide behind the frozen crystal formation here. But yeah, this feels like a raid boss kind of more than anything, just because, you know, you're just kind of powerless to do anything whenever he does a lot of these attacks. But again, that energy charge there, as you saw, she tried to charge up. Nothing was going up because she was completely full with that stamina slash ki gauge, as you can see right there. But see, we're draining a lot right here on Broly. Broly used a super. Got a Kamehameha. And then here is the soul change ability. Not a lot of people are a fan of this. I think it's okay. The thing that I feel like not many people were pointing out or even mentioning is the fact that the health increased a lot, as well as the, I guess, attack power and stuff. I'm assuming you're going to get stronger whenever you use this, because this basically functions almost like an Awoken skill, because it was said that you can replace this with an Awoken skill, because this is kind of the same button normally that like Xenoverse 2 would have. It's like L2 circle or whatever. So he also has more of the ki slash stamina gauge, as you saw right there. He had 6 bars instead of 5, which is what you would normally have as just your custom character. But here is Heat Dome attack, which is interesting. That's a throw now, which is really, really cool, and it looks much, much better than what was in Xenoverse 2. I mean, it's pretty quick, but yeah, it looks nice. But there's the Soul Assist again. And Broly's going to go for another multi-directional Ki Blast barrage. And I think this is the one that he actually teleports behind. I think that's the same. Yeah, look at that. He's so fast, he gets right behind. So, yeah, it's pretty interesting to see how things can play out. Again, I think that soul change can be beneficial, right? There is going to be a use for it. People will find ways to utilize it. Not really something I saw people ask for, but I mean, I guess it can be cool, right? It's worth a try. But right there, you can see you revive one of your teammates, get thrown by Broly. Crazy animation there. And I mean, that's pretty much the main gist of it. The rest of it is just completing it. But y'all let me know your thoughts and opinions about the gameplay and everything. I wanted to redo this and kind of get my full thoughts and opinions about everything for the most part. And yeah, this is in the highest quality 4K. It looks really, really nice.
I didn't know you had that kind of power.